Iléyá, Iléyá o, ọmọ Odùduwà. Iléyá, Iléyá, Iléyá o, ọmọ Odùduwà. Iléyá. Bí a kò bá lè gbé lápapọ̀, ṣe bó yẹ ká lè dá dúró. Ká jáwọ́ nú àpọ̀n tí kò yọ, ká tètè gbómi lákàná. Iléyá o, Iléyá, Iléyá o, ọmọ Odùduwà.
Continue. What we are going to do today is exposition of the Memorandum of Understanding signed by most governors in southern Nigeria. So for those of you who do not understand, why is it that anytime we talk about Miyetti Allah, the governors are very lackadaisical in taking decisive measures to make sure that the Fulani terrorist Miyetti Allah is flushed out of the forest, flushed out of the southern Nigeria. Even sometimes when they come to, when they know that they are in danger, they will come and shout, the Fulanis are here, or the terrorists are here. And then after a few days, you will see the fire that they have ignited. They will be the one to quench the fire. In fact, when the youth pick it up upon themselves to support and put more fuel in the fire they have ignited, they will begin to call fire service to quench the fire. The people that ignite the fire. So a lot of you don't know why the governors are doing this. Why is it that, every time the governor come and shout, you cannot stay in our forest, you are killer, you are this, we need to flush them out. I am telling you, this is not a joke. Most of the governors signed MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with Miyetti Allah to the tune of almost 3.8 billion each. Some of them signed MOU up to 3.8 billion. 3.8 billion naira. So what is happening is a direct sale. The governors, some of the governors who collected this money, signed this MOU, they have actually sold your state to Miyetti Allah. And that's why some of them can talk however they want. Some of them, they can do what, they can do anyhow they want, and your governor cannot give order for anything. So if you have been wondering, why is it that each time you see Ebonyi State governor, we heard that he has they have built all manner of things and all that, because he has collected the money. He has collected 3.8. Probably his own is even more higher. His own is even more higher because they do the MOU with individually. The MOU is individually. So I'm going to show you, and even Governor Ortom, or Ortom, whatever you call him, he has also collected and has done this MOU long time ago with the Miyetti Allah. Now, I am going to read this one of this MOU to you. I'm going to show it on the screen so that you people understand the problem you are into. In fact, the MOU is even they start it from even during the election. They started from during the election. Some of them who are running under the APC, they approach them, make deal with them, and then they make sure they bring necessary logistics to make them win the election, and they continue. The person they would have done it with also, we are suspecting that they have done it with Edo State Governor Obaseki. They have done it with Obaseki. They also did it. In fact, the person that Obaseki did not deliver, did not deliver very well. Nobody knows what the problem they had with Obaseki. But then the other pastor who was the opposite of opposition to Obaseki, he also had the same agreement and MOU with them. So I'm going to expose the MOU. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to show it on the screen because we don't have much time this evening. So, and now we are going to rub mind. We are going to rub mind. I'm not going to tell you about Imo State. I'm not going to tell you about Imo State. Everybody knows that one. Imo State may have collected more than 3.8 billion because Imo State is the heart of Biafra. So he must have collected more than that money. But another thing we have to expose today is that when you look at what is going on, the Miyetti Allah has actually bought almost everything, almost all organizations. They are even in Amnesty International. The Miyetti Allah has succeeded. They are even a member of Amnesty International in Nigeria.
This has meant conflict. Is that the Global Terrorism Index, mentioned headers some 4 years ago about being the most deadly group in Nigeria. Are you aware of this classification, this rank?
No, I've been following. I'm a member of Amnesty International. I've been following. We know how those reports come up. When you say headers, is it the herdsmen that are driving cattle? You must define it. Yes, that report is there. It's a global index, but I'm telling you, it lacks scientific basis. Because if you say somebody is a header, then he should have his heart of cattle.
But they have managed to become member of Amnesty International, and that's where Amnesty International died in Nigeria. They have completely killed Amnesty International, and they can no longer write anything. They are in control. If this one is a member now, you can imagine how they will use money to give to all the Amnesty members, international leaders, Amnesty International, organization in Nigeria. They would have used money. They would have used money to deal with them. 20 million here, 50 million here, 100 million here, and that's it. Amnesty become powerless. In Nigeria, they are a member. The spokesman of Miyetti Allah is a member of Amnesty International, and that's why you are not hearing Amnesty International again. Yeah, are you hearing them? You can't hear them reporting. I want you to tell me, when last did Amnesty International report any killing going on in Nigeria? I want you to search. I want you to search and tell me when last did you hear the Amnesty International? No. I want you to, apart from the Lekki shooting and all that, I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me, when last did you hear or read the report of Amnesty International in Nigeria on what is going on? A lot of people are not paying attention. You are paying attention, right? So I will be reminding you. I want you to check the entire internet, check the entire media, check everywhere. I want you to show me where Amnesty International have reported against the government recently. You cannot see that because Miyetti Allah terrorist group is now a member of Amnesty International. I am serious, and I'm going to show you this evening. Now, before we continue, so that you know the importance of setting up our own security outfit, because what they are doing now is that they are buying everything with money. They have money. Where is the money coming from? From Saudi Arabia, and then from our oil money. They have the money. They are paying the bandits. They are paying their foot soldiers in the name of kidnapping, and using kidnapping to deceive Nigerians that they are kidnapping. So they kidnap now in hundreds. They kidnap in 300. They kidnap in hundreds. They don't kidnap in 50s anymore. So they kidnap in hundreds, and then they are paying them like 800 million each. In each ransom 800 million, another ransom 500 million. So they are doing in hundreds of millions now. So they are using the money to buy arms. It didn't end there. The military also, they are now supplying them. Everybody knows that one. They are supplying them military arms and ammunition to go and kill you. And you are talking about Nigeria. Now, what you are looking at now is a memorandum of understanding between Miyetti Allah terrorist group, and the governorship aspirant of APC in 2019. So this is going to shock you. Now, you are looking at Memorandum of Understanding for Akwa Ibom State Chapter. You see, they have chapter by chapter. So this is Akwa Ibom State Chapter. They have Anambra State Chapter. They have Imo State Chapter. They have Ebonyi State Chapter. They have Enugu State Chapter. They have Abia State Chapter. They have River State Chapter. They have Cross River State Chapter or whatever. They have Delta State Chapter. They have all the chapters, including Ondo Chapter. They have Ogun State Chapter. They have Ekiti State Chapter. They have Osun State Chapter. They have Kwara State Chapter. They have all the chapters. So this one now, as you can see on the heading, is All Progressive Congress Akwa Ibom State Chapter. Now, Memorandum of Understanding. I am reading the Memorandum of Understanding to you now. This Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, made this 15th day of January 2019 between the governorship candidate of All Progressive Congress, APC, in Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Nsima Ekere, hereinafter referred to as candidate, which expression shall include his agent, assigned, and successors in title on one hand, and the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, hereinafter referred to as Miyetti Allah, which expression shall include his party, agent, assigned, and successors in title on the order. Pay attention. Whereas the candidate approached Miyetti Allah for support in his bid to become the governor of Akwa Ibom State, South Nigeria. Are you people listening? That is the reason why Tinubu did not support Yoruba people that are dying of all manner of attack. He went to North to identify with them with 50 million. It is the same thing going on here. This MOU read, whereas the candidate approached Miyetti Allah for support in his bid to become the governor of Akwa Ibom State, South Nigeria, Miyetti Allah has agreed to give total support to the candidate to realize his governorship ambition. It is therefore covenant between the candidate and Miyetti Allah as follows. I want you to understand that what you are just listening and hearing now is the movement being led by Sultan of Sokoto. Movement being sponsored, led by Sultan of Sokoto is the chairman of board of trustee for Miyetti Allah terrorist group. I hope you people understand that. And that is why nobody is arresting them. That is why nobody will arrest them, because this is a planned, many years of a planned conquest of your land. And of course, but we have busted them. We know them from the beginning to the end. Now, let us continue. This is the Memorandum of Understanding between Miyetti Allah and them. And number one, read. Number one, Miyetti Allah shall make financial contribution of 3.8 billion naira. Are you people listening? 3.8 billion naira to the candidate. Two, Miyetti Allah shall mobilize its members in Akwa Ibom State and neighboring state to attend campaigns, rallies of the candidate, and vote for the candidate on the 2nd day of March 2019. Miyetti Allah shall use its network, especially with the presidency. Especially with the presidency. Are you hearing that? Especially with the presidency. Let us continue to page 2. Miyetti Allah shall use its network, especially with the presidency. Let us continue to page 2. Miyetti Allah shall use its network, especially with the presidency and security agencies, to support the candidate. Are you hearing it? With security agencies. Security agencies. They said security agencies. That is number 3. They are going to use their connection and their network with the president and also with the security agencies to support the candidate. How will security agencies support a candidate in election? Of course, I don't need to tell you what is going on. I don't need to tell you what you have seen in Nigeria. I do not need to start explaining to you all the killings and humiliating and terrorizing the people when the election comes, and especially APC is doing that. So when you see that kind of thing happening, it is the work of Miyetti Allah. Number 4, within the first 3 months of assumption of office, the candidate shall cause the State House of Assembly to legislate on establishment of cattle colonies in Akwa Ibom State. Are you people seeing their terms? Are you people seeing their terms of 3.8 billion? Are you people seeing the terms of Miyetti Allah? And this is what they have done to almost all the governors in the South. Number 5. Let me repeat number 4 again. Within the first 3 months of assumption of office, the candidate shall cause the State House of Assembly to legislate on establishment of cattle colonies in Akwa Ibom State. Number 5, the candidate shall not for any reason or whatsoever ban open grazing in Akwa Ibom State. Are you people hearing it? That the governor shall not ban anything open grazing in Akwa Ibom State. This is what they have done to every governor. But of course, because the whole thing have changed, everything is changing, and the killings are getting too much. So the governors also, even though they have collected the money, the governors have also conscience and they have mind. Some of them, out of intimidation, behind the closed doors, they will now, after meeting them, they will now come back again and begin to talk rubbish. Just like Governor Akeredolu of Ondo State did. Governor Akeredolu collected this money. Governor Akeredolu was part of those who signed this MOU. And that is why he only came out to shout that Fulani must vacate the Yoruba forest. And when Sunday Igbo and co. begin to take actions to implement the order of Governor Akeredolu, which is ultimatum, at the end of the day, he was the one now coming back to say, do not take the law into your hand. He's the one now coming back to say, this is a man that was shouting that terrorists have taken over his forest. He's giving them 7 days to vacate. He's giving them this to do that. Immediately, he came out to condemn the Miyetti Allah. They reminded him of 3.8 billion naira given to him. And if he dare anything, they are going to, of course, he knows what is awaiting him. So, immediately he shout, we are giving you 7 days ultimatum to leave the forest. If you don't leave the forest, this will happen, this will happen. They invited him, put a telephone call through to him and reminded him, do you remember the MOU you signed with us? Do you remember the 3.8 billion naira we gave to you? Do you remember the support we gave to you during the election? Do you remember all these things? It is in the paper, it is in the document. Do you remember all the things that the money that you have looted through the Miyetti Allah support and the federal government? This is what they did to Zikiwe. This is what the British did to Nnamdi Azikiwe in those days. They told him, if you want to go with Yoruba people, if you want to go with Oduduwa people, we are going to make sure we put you to prison by revisiting your financial activities. This is what they did to Zik. Zik had no option, but he had a choice. He had a choice to go to prison, and the course of event in Nigeria would have changed today. But of course, nobody knows what future will bring. Zeke succumbed to that threat, knowing fully well he has mismanaged money. He has mismanaged the finance, he has borrowed money, and they use it against him. They told him to go to North. Zeke has no option. He sold the future of everybody. He went to North for self-interest. He went and began to deal with the North against the collective interest of everybody. You know, one thing you have to know is that everybody, all these people, Zeke, all of them fucked up big time. We are not. That's what we are correcting today. So now the same thing they did to Zeke then is the what they are doing now. So Akeredolu came and started shouting, we are going to deal with you. If you don't do this, you are do that. They just reminded him, if you try it again, that will be end of you. All of a sudden, Akeredolu changed. No, I'm just telling. I want you people to pay attention to what I'm doing. All of a sudden, Akeredolu changed. Just a few weeks ago, everybody shared video of Governor Autumn. Governor Autumn, you know, the video went viral where he was challenging Fulani. You people cannot chase us from this country. You did not, you tried to conquer us. We stop you. We do this, we do that. You are all criminals. You are all terrorists. Government is not doing anything. Everybody watched the video. Now, they called him. He didn't listen. He didn't listen to them. They had to now invite him to presidency. He went to Aso Rock. He went to Aso Rock. They sat him down. They reminded him of 3.8 billion paid to him. And they knew that the money is not reflecting in the activities or the project he has been doing in Benue State. That 3.8 billion didn't reflect anywhere. It is money off record. So they reminded him, do you remember of the memorandum of understanding you signed with Miyetti Allah, which Sultan of Sokoto is the chairman of board of trustee? Do you remember? He said yes. They asked him again, do you also know that the money, the 3.8 billion given to you was off record? He said yes. And they told him, if you know all this and you know the implication, go back and speak no more. That was what they told Orton. If you doubt me, let Orton come and talk the way he spoke just a few weeks ago. They say, if you know the implication, of all the things you signed with us, go back to Benue and speak no more. So what did Orton did? Orton came back from Abuja. He twisted the whole thing. Orton that was telling you it is Fulani, it is Orton now turn back and say, we are even having the local bandit. The worst worry we have now is that we have local bandit joining the Fulani foreign terrorists, and this is the biggest challenges they are having. Orton all of a sudden from heaven knows, he begin to indict his own people that they are now joining the bandit before he went to Asoroko. So you see, I want you, that's why the governors don't deserve to leave, because the killings that are happening in the South today are all engineered by the activities, dubious activities, corrupt activities of the governors. The governors are, even though they don't have a right to control police, but at least they can speak. Governor who have a clean hand, you don't need to control police, but you can speak truth to power. Say this is wrong. Say I am helpless. Say talk so that we will know. But they cannot talk because all of them collected money. And Akeredolu is example. Akeredolu is example. The governor of Ekiti State is example. So, but anyway, let us read continue reading. So, number 4. Let us continue from number 4 because I have spoken so long. Number 4. Within the first 3 months of assumption of office, the candidate shall cause the state of House of Assembly to legislate on establishment of cattle colonies in Akwa Ibom State. Number 5. that the candidate shall not for any reason or whatsoever ban open grazing in Akwa Ibom State. Number 6, that cattle colonies shall be established in all 31 local government areas in Akwa Ibom State. Number 7, that Miyetti Allah shall have the sole responsibility of appointing Sarakin Fulani. Are you people hearing it? Number 7, Miyetti Allah shall have the sole responsibility of appointing Sarakin Fulani, Fulani heads for the cattle colonies, and the Sarakin Fulani shall have the same status as traditional rulers, Edidem. Osetigo, are you people hearing it? This is the reason why you have the Saraki of Lagos. This is the reason why you have the Saraki of Lagos. This is the reason why you have Saraki of Lagos, and he now have the same status, even more status than Oba of Lagos. I want you people to understand what is going on. I want you people to understand what is going on here. This is what they did to the man who in Lagos State, Ambode did it, Fashola did it, Dobola Tinubu did it, and the Saraki of Lagos now can settle land dispute in Lagos State. I don't know whether you people understand what is going on. Let me read it to you again. Number 7 say that Miyetti Allah shall have the sole responsibility of appointing Sarakin Fulani, a Fulani head for the cattle colonies, and the Sarakin Fulani shall have the same status as traditional rulers, Edidem. My brother from Yorubaland, you are watching me today. You are watching me today. Have you seen the reason why in Lagos State, the Fulani head, the new emir or emir of Lagos, is the one deciding on land? You see, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything as a head of a community in another community, but what you cannot do is to settle land dispute. Is abomination. Is to settle land dispute in a place where you are not, where you don't have ancestral land, in a place that it is not your ancestral land. It is abomination. It is abomination, to go to a different community all the way from Senegal, all the way from Senegambia, all the way from Futajalo. You come to Yorubaland, and the political interest group, the politicians in Yoruba who parade themselves as your representative, Bola Tinubu, Fayoshe, is it Fashola, Ambode, and this Sonwoluna. They're empowered. The other day you were watching when I played a video of a Sonwolu visiting the Fulani emir in Lagos, and the Oba of Lagos was not there. Oba of Lagos was not there. The power has been stripped off from the Oba of Lagos and given it to the emir of Lagos. Oba was not there. And of course, why will he be there? He has collected money. And they have told him as well, if you do PIM and contest any authority with the Fulani head in Lagos, you are gone. Oba is now powerless. Oba of Lagos. And this is the Oba who, when he was romancing with the devil, he wanted to kill all of us. He wanted to kill all the Igbos in Lagos. He said, we are going to push you to die in Lagoon. You are going to, if you do not vote this one, you are going to all perish in Lagoon and all that. I wrote an open letter to that Oba. Then, I wrote an open letter trying to educate him on what constitutes genocide, the crime of genocide. I tried to, and I believe some of you, may have come across that open letter. It was more of a research open letter. I wrote detailed consequences of the statement in case if anything happened to Igbo people in Lagos. He read this, the open letter. He was romancing with them. It was, that time, these are the people that, they don't have a brain. So he was romancing with the Fulani. If you do not vote this, we are going to do this. We are going to do that. We own Lagos. We own Lagos. You cannot come and tell us, Igbo people, we own Lagos. Igbo people, we own Lagos. Today, as I'm talking to you, As I'm talking to you, the Oba is powerless. The Oba is powerless because he collected money. Now, I want you also to know what is going on in Oyo State today, where you see the Seriki this, Seriki that. What is going on in Ogun State, when you see the Seriki this, Seriki that. Because they have collected money, they have given money to the governors of this Oyo State, they have given money to the governor of Ogun State, the governor of Ondo State, and all this Seriki, and this contract now, this MOU I am reading to you now, is the same contract, the same content, the same wording to all the governors in the south that collected that money. They say they, the Fulani, have the sole responsibility to appoint Seriki. And as they are appointing the Seriki is going to have the same status as your chief, which means the Seriki can decide on land dispute. And as they are doing this, so the chief is collecting money too, without knowing where the money is coming from. Have you seen how Fulani have conquered you? Have you seen the reason why your governor is, they are powerless? Have you seen why your governor cannot talk? All of them have been compromised. So now, so what I'm just reading to you now is what is happening. Now, let us finish the MOU first. So now, as you can see, let us revisit number 7 again. Number 7 say that Miyetti Allah shall have the sole responsibility of appointing Sariki Fulani head for the cattle colonies, and the Sariki Fulani shall have the same status as traditional rulers aided them in Akwa Ibom State. Number 8, that in the event of dispute, parties to this MOU shall abide with the result of arbitration in accordance with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Are you people hearing it? I am asking you, are you hearing it? Now, number 8. In number 8 is what they are using to do. Of course, they cannot go to court, or they control the court, they control the judiciary, and now they are telling you that in the event of dispute, which is when you now come back to say you cannot do this contract again, you cannot allow Fulani to stay in your forest again, like Akeredolu did. Like Akeredolu did. They will now remind him of number 8. Do you know that the MOU we signed, apart from the fact that we gave you money off record, 3.8 billion, do you know the consequences of what you have done? Do you know we control the judiciary? Do you know we control everything? We are going to make sure we jail you and put you into prison and throw the key in the Atlantic Ocean. Do you know we can put you to prison and throw the key in Atlantic Ocean? Are you aware of that? The Akeredolu will now come back. Akeredolu will now come back and begin to attack Sunday Igbo, begin to attack those who are agitating for Yoruba Oduduwa Republic. He will say Ondo State is not part of your Oduduwa Republic. Well, so when they are saying this, I want you people to know what is happening behind the scene. Because the governor himself knows that Nigeria is not working. The governor himself knows that the people that are agitating for freedom are right, and they are with their normal senses. But upon all the evidences everywhere, they will now begin to speak like people that are from the pit of hell. So, my brother, if you are wondering why the governors are doing what they are doing, why they will speak today and tomorrow they are talking a different thing. They will speak another day and tomorrow they are talking a different. If you are wondering why, my brother, it is because of the MOU and the money they have collected from Miyetti Allah. And the MOU is that what they are trying to do now is that most of the governors, they want to just hang on. They want to hang on and hang on and hang on so that the whole thing will not, be on their head. They are hanging on, praying for the two remaining years or so to just come quick, so that they will hand over the problem to another person, thinking that Nigeria will be still a country by then. So you see, if you are waiting for your governor and your governor have collected money from Miyetti Allah, my brother, you are going to wait in vain. If you are expecting your governor to put up a befitting security outfit that is going to, fight the terrorists, my brother, you are just waiting in vain. Do you know what happened when the Amotekon was launched? Everybody knows what's happened. Fulani was over everywhere. They were raging. They were threatening them. They were, and people were like wondering how can Fulani has become so powerful that they are threatening governors. They are threatening them. You don't know what? Because they have given them money. Because they signed MOU. And not only governor alone, no, they are doing it to even this socio-cultural organization. They have now hijacked Ohanes Ndibo. They hijacked, they wrote the same similar letter. They hijacked Ohanes Ndibo. They gave it to somebody who they have signed memorandum of understanding with. And of course, the interest of Obiozo, even when he will come to say, I am going to, Ndibo is not being treated fair. I am going to fight for, is a mouth to scam everywhere. Scam. And even if he talk, even if he do all those jokes that he normally do, that Igbos are this, Igbos are marginalized, they will call him on phone. He will tell them, no, we don't need to be very straight. We don't need to show that we are against our people. We do not need to, be, so that they will not suspect that we are collecting money from you. So we know all these games. So that's what the Obioso is doing. Tomorrow he will talk, Indigo is being marginalized. We are going to fight for ourselves. We are going to do this. They will remind him, know your job, or don't overstep your line. He will say, we have to be like this so that our people will not suspect. But we know. So you don't need to be hiding. We know we are going to expose you when the time comes. So now you have seen the reason. Let us read listen to the end. Now, as I have read number 8, let us see the end of that. The end, in witness whereof parties to this MOU have caused their respective signatures to be hereunto affixed on the date first above mentioned. Alhaji Muhammad Kirowa, National President Miyetti Allah. Are you people hearing it? This is the signature of the National President of Miyetti Allah. Secretary Baba Ngazarma, National Secretary Miyetti Allah, and then Obong Nsiama Ekere, APC governorship candidate, Akwa Ibom State. So they start it even from the onset when the person is to contest for this governorship election in their various state. Have you all seen it? I'm going to post it. I'm going to post this particular memorandum of understanding, and I am telling you now, make it go viral. Let us expose them. Let us expose the governors in the South who will talk one thing today and tomorrow they talk another thing. Tell them that we know you collected money. Tell Governor Akeredolu, we know you collected money from Miyetti Allah. Tell the governor of Imo State, we know you collected money from Miyetti Allah. Tell them that immediately you realize that the people will be with you. You will, as you have collected that money, they will come for you and nothing will happen for you. It is time you wake up from your slumber and support your people. The money you have collected from Miyetti Allah, you are going to use it to develop the state and nothing will happen to you. It is time you forget all these jaga things you wrote on this MOU and face the reality. The reality is that the people you have given your land to, thinking that the money you collected will be anything, they are going to kill your people, they are going to kill your children, they are going to kill your relative, they will make your life miserable, even though you think you are untouched. They are going to kill you. See the way they are attacking Orutom now, because Orutom collected that money and then Orutom is still not with his people, and Orutom comes and talk up and down, and today they are attacking him and they have targeted him, and they say they are going to kill him. Another thing I want to tell you is, do you all remember when Miyetti Allah issued a threat to all Southern governors? You don't know. Do you know why they issued the threat to all Southern governors? They say to Governor Orutom or Governor Otom and all other Southern governors. Do you people remember the threat? The threat was issued to all certain governors because they were all part of this MOU. They have collected. Do you know how much these people have? These people are in money. They control the NNPC. They control the Port Authority. They control the immigration. They control CBN. They control everything in Nigeria.